Well, as I mentioned foreign dignitaries, I'm pleased to say now that I'm joined by the President of Kosovo, Vjosa Osmani, who is with me now. President Osmani, good to have you with us here.
Thank you for having me.
What do you see your role as being tomorrow?
We're certainly very honored to be invited by His Majesty for this extremely joyous, but at the same time historic occasion. And very, very honored to represent the people of the Republic of Kosovo, a nation which the United Kingdom helped build. We owe so much of what we have today to the support that we've received from our allies, and the United Kingdom has played such a historic role in supporting my country. So of course tomorrow and of course this evening as well at the King's reception, I'll be able to pass on not just the congratulations to His Majesty, but at the same time the gratefulness of the people of Kosovo. His Majesty himself has been personally invested into supporting Kosovo. He visited my country a few years ago, and there are a number of issues in which I look forward to working with him, especially in supporting the families of the missing persons who have been forcibly disappeared during the last war, as well as supporting victims of sexual violence during the war, two causes that are very close to my heart, but also close to the heart of the King.
And there are many members of the Kosovan community who moved here during that period. Have you had an opportunity to meet with them?
I do every single time I visit. Actually, I just arrived today, so of course after the ceremonies we'll do our best to organize that. But we have a very thriving Kosovan community here in London, but also beyond London, who are not only integrated but extremely successful in their professions, and I'm very, very proud of what they have achieved.
You became president when you were quite young, at the age of 38, and you were a very young woman during the time of conflict. How did that period shape and influence who you are?
It certainly does shape you, not just as a person but also as a leader. Mostly I would say into investing all of your capabilities into making sure that it never happens again. Not just in your country, not just in your region, but also beyond, which is why the people of Kosovo nowadays have been so supportive for the people of Ukraine, and my country has invested a lot into supporting the people of Ukraine for what they're going through. 23 years ago, the hearts and doors of people around the world were opened for the refugees of Kosovo, and now of course we want to give back and do our best to make sure that we contribute to peace and stability in the country as well as beyond.
And how are the ongoing plans at the moment to normalize relations with Serbia?
I believe that this past week has been successful, especially on one particular issue, which was the adoption of the declaration on missing persons who were forcibly disappeared during the war. This is one issue that I've really pushed forward, and as Kosovo we've been invested for, because there are more than 1,600 families in Kosovo that are still looking for their loved ones that have been abducted during the war. And for that reason, of course, we very much count on the further support of the United Kingdom, which is one of the countries that has played a leading role into supporting us. Now, the declaration has been adopted. Implementation is key, and unfortunately Serbia doesn't have a very good track record when it comes to implementation. But I hope with the help of our allies we can finally put closure to this very deep wound in our society, and we can make sure that mothers have a place where they can lay a flower for their missing kids.
It feels as if the Balkans as a whole is in shock at the moment after the two mass shootings we've seen in Serbia this week. This is a region awash with guns, but not normally a place where you see these kind of shootings. What has the reaction been in Kosovo to what has happened in Serbia?
Certainly mass shootings in schools have not happened in our region before, so it has been a big shock. As President of Kosovo, I've extended my deepest sympathies and condolences to all of the families who have lost their loved ones. It is a very big tragedy, and I hope that the institutions in Serbia will take all of the necessary measures to be able that kids are protected.
And returning to here, to central London, to Westminster Abbey, and the sun has come up for this interview, so
yes,
you're very
finally.
lucky here, finally. What is the thing tomorrow that you are most looking forward to?
It's practically every single detail, of course, looking to the ceremony, but I really love to see the reaction of the people in every ceremony that I participate around the world, and also in Kosovo. It's so important to see how much love and affection the people of the United Kingdom are showing, and that is what mostly leaves an impression on me. But of course looking forward for the entire ceremony, and also to meeting other world leaders who will be participating, and I think there's more than 100 of them, heads of states and governments. And this is a great occasion to together celebrate one of our most important allies, the United Kingdom.
to bring everyone together.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us. Very
pleasure.
good to have you with us. And please enjoy tomorrow, President Osmani.
Thank you so much.
Lovely
Thank
to
you for
have
having
on
me.
BBC News.